very good morning and welcome to today's edition of Sports Recap on Hills TV. Of course, interesting matches we saw during the weekend as Chelsea continue a goalless play, losing 3 straight matches to some of the top flight teams in England in just a week. Arsenal, Manchester City, and of course Newcastle United. These teams makes up the top 3 on the Premier League log. So interesting. And away from that, also we see Arsenal extending their lead as the World Cup will commence in next 6 days in Qatar. Good morning and welcome. I am Richard Bado.
Good morning and welcome once again. I am Aidan Lubem.
Good to have you, Lubem. How's the weekend?
Fantastic. We saw Arsenal getting a 2-0 win over Wolves, thereby cementing their place in the top at the top of the table. So it's all good news for Mikel Arteta.
Surprisingly, Arsenal will be doing this for the first time since 2004, topping the table till Christmas. Till Boxing Day, we get to see all the actions continue as the World Cup will commence. But let's begin on the local scene, where Nigerian Professional Football League champions Rivers United will, of course, know their opponents for the 2022-2023 CAF Confederations Cup on Wednesday. The group matches fixtures will be fixed, and the dates, of course, will all be fixed on Wednesday, when after the 9 NPFL champions, they were left out, losing out in the CAF Champions League preliminary stages that took them to the CAF Confederations Cup. Of course, a convincing 6-1 on aggregate score was okay for Rivers United to cement a place in the CAF Confederations Cup. Last season, the Nigerian team was on this particular, level in the continent. Now Rivers United, the last team was Imba. What are expectations? Imba has lost out in the quarterfinals on 2 consecutive seasons. Now Rivers United, what are expectations?
Well, like you said, they've lost 2 consecutive times. They had the chance. Even earlier this year, they were knocked out of the Champions League, that's the CAF Champions League. And so now is going to be an opportunity. They need to give everything. They have to bring everything out to win that particular game to scale through the next round of the competition.
All right, to move away from there, still talking about the continental side, as Nigerian teams are doing us proud, of course, we need to talk about them. The same way, if they do us wrong, we still have to talk about them. AS FAR has actually been declared champions, or they've been announced champions after defeating Mamelodi Sundowns, who were defending champions of the CAF Women Champions League. Remember, it's the 2nd edition. This actually happened to 4-0 triumph by AS FAR, who in Morocco. Mind you, Morocco is the host country of the CAF Women's Champions League, and that actually happened on Sunday night. But with that, AS FAR are champions, Mamelodi Sundowns are the silver medal winners, while we see the bronze medal by Osa Queens, the highest the Nigerian team has actually achieved in 2 seasons now.
Well, it's good news for Nigerian football. It shows you a lot of development in the game. We hope to see more of that. Perhaps in the next season, we'll see them getting the main prize itself. For as far as they had a wonderful time by beating the Shabalala ladies 4-0. It was really humiliating. These are the defending champions, but of course, it's football and anything can happen in football.
I love that. Anything can just happen, full of surprises. But let's just to let you know that the Nigerian side, the Super Eagles of Nigeria, will all be doing it when they take on Portugal within the week. And of course, we saw the squad last week where, a host of players, likes of Olisa and that Tyrone Ebue is back to the team. And of course, Ebube Duru of Rivers United was also called up for this encounter. Maduka Okoye, Francis Uzo, all goalkeepers for this one. And of course, Adile Adeleke, also the goalkeeper for this particular one. And not just that, again, we saw Ahmed Musa out of this one completely from the list, and Trustekong will be the captain of the side. Nigeria against Portugal, World Cup team against a non-World Cup team. What are expectations again?
Well, when other countries were releasing World Cup list, the national team also released a list.
Because we have a game at hand. Yes.
Against the Portuguese, but this time is going to be an international friendly, and the likes of Bruno and also Nyemachi, the players, Nigerian players who are based in Portugal, have also been given the first call-up to the national team. So this side have never met at international levels before, so it will be a very golden opportunity. Even in the Portuguese coach also released the list of the players. He's using his World Cup list for the Super Eagles, and Cristiano Ronaldo is in that team's first 11. So they'll have an opportunity to exchange tackles in Lisbon. That is November 17 on Thursday. We hope to see positive results in that encounter.
All right, well, let's move away from football now and let's go to the UFC, the martial arts, where Nigerian Israel Adesanya has revealed that he lost his UFC 281 title to Alex Pereira due to a kick to his calf that left him with a dead leg. Recall that the Nigerian-born fighters suffered a shocking fifth-round technical knockout. That's a KO loss, of course, to Pereira inside the Madison Square Garden. A surprising one, fifth-round knockout. The third time is losing to Pereira. Are we saying Pereira is just superior to Israel Adesanya?
Well, perhaps this is a bad time for Nigerian boxers at this point, although he's into mixed martial arts, but I think it's not the best of times for them. We saw Anthony Joshua also being beaten twice, losing all his belts, his IBO, WBF, and IBW belts. He lost all of them, and so now is the turn of this man, Adesanya, who is known as the last style bender. We know that before this particular time, he had been doing so well. He was the undefeated champion of that particular group, and now we see he has been beaten. Earlier on, he lost his fight also. An earlier fight, he lost that one also, and now he's losing again. Despite making out, he was so confident of this fight, but now he has been beaten. But despite his beating, he's going to walk home with $2.6 million US.
Why Pereira will be going with $332,000 US. That's the winner. All right, let's quickly move away from there and let's get down to the fixtures of matches that went down in the EPL. We saw Chelsea for the third consecutive time in just 1 week. They failed to score any of the top 3 teams in the Premier League, as Callum Wilson's goal, I beg your pardon, Joe Willock's goal was enough to give Newcastle a win. Manchester City losing at home. And some people actually said that this is because the big boys are playing for the big countries in the World Cup. Actually, we have been careful during the weekend.
Well, even if they were being careful, it cost them those 3 points, because Arsenal have taken advantage of that and are now 5 points clear on top of the table. With the results, Newcastle are now third on the table, followed closely behind by other teams. Tottenham.
Win, and Chelsea have dropped to 8th position.
And also Manchester United on the 5th position on that table. It's going so well, but we'll see actions resume till 26 December. Yes, December, after the World Cup has ended.
All right, let's quickly talk about Cristiano Ronaldo before we take a bus walk away. Ronaldo has actually said he's actually feeling betrayed, or he's feeling betrayed by Manchester United, talking about the technical crew and of course the players trying to force him out. That since last season, this has actually been the plan, and now it seems they've succeeded. Well,
Cristiano Ronaldo at this point of his career, you expect decisions like this. He's one of the best players that ever graced the game. And so I think Cristiano Ronaldo at this point, he should be looking at ways to retire permanently, because 37 years of age, and he's supposed to sign a new contract next season, because this contract he signed is just 2 years and is coming to an end. So perhaps this may decide his future.
All right, Russell actually defeated Hamilton for the Formula One to actually get down. George Russell took a maiden Grand Prix victory and a first for Mercedes in 2022, as Max Verstappen was penalized for a collision with Lewis Hamilton in Sao Paulo. Russell was in control of the race throughout after Verstappen and Hamilton came together as a disputed second place in the early stages of a safety car restart. Hamilton dropped to 9th place after the collision with his 2021 title rival, but came back to secure a Mercedes 1-2 and seal the team's recovery after a difficult season that the 8-time champion started with an uncompetitive car. Well, that's actually that for now, and let's look out to Qatar. Who do you see winning the World Cup quickly before we get down to Qatar?
Well, I think Germany and Brazil have a chance in the World Cup. So those are the 2 teams I'm looking at.
All right, and I tip Argentina or Brazil, maybe Spain for that one. This is the size of the package this morning on Sports Recap. Many thanks for staying with us all through. Do join us some other time for this. I remain myself, Richard Badon, with me as well.
I'm Aidan Lubem. Thank you for watching.